At this time, I'd just like to introduce Senator Pichardo.
Good morning, bienvenidos a todos aquí al distrito número 2, el centro y el corazón de el sur de Providence, the West End. Welcome to the heart of the South Side and the West End, the Elmwood section, District 2. To my colleagues in government, Treasurer Caprio, Secretary of State Marlis, and my House Chairman, who I've always complained for when my good friend and now deceased Tom Slater will always say, you're always coming here and picketing our pockets, and we're not going to stop. And also to Superintendent Brady, welcome and thank you for being here. But I have to congratulate the staff and also the board of RISLA and the Student Authority on student loans for doing the right thing, and that is getting Delia on board. I want to commend and highlight Delia for a wonderful work that she's done. You can see and you can feel the energy in this room, from the senior to the almost getting there, 50, 60, the 40, the 30, and all the age brackets. They're here. We represent pretty much what this community is all about, the demographics, and how crucial this community is for the future of Providence, for the future of Rhode Island. Later on, you will be given a lot of statistics by the nationally renowned and known Dr. Cole. Not only is she one of us here in Rhode Island, but also nationally. And the data that you probably know already, but we need to continue to hear it more and more, that we cannot afford to leave anyone, whether they're young or whether they're 40, 50, the opportunity to get a higher education, go on to college. You know, I was inspired last convention when I went to the Democratic Convention and I saw an ad. And there was the oldest person who achieved their bachelor degree, and she was 95 years old. Now when I go to the high-rise in my district, I said, you know what? We could get you back to school. We could get you to learn how to text, how to use a cell phone, how to use the computer, because here in America, there is no boundary, and education is the key. And for us to have a right partnership in the community with whether it's the grassroots organization, with Quisqueya en Acción, Chispa, Progreso Latino, and other organizations, to bring that to harness all that energy that has been started over the years to really make education a priority. And last month I was in Washington, D.C., and I read that the Secretary of Education, Duncan, is here in Rhode Island. Wouldn't it have been great to see him here or show up, to see the wonderful energy and synergy that's taking place here, to remind them that here in Rhode Island we do not have an educational formula. And why is that? For our leaders, we continue to struggle with that. And we and you, as an organization and as constituents, need to demand that from us in 2010 when we return. Because as we know that there are dollars out there and we do not want to jeopardize that. So I want to thank everyone for being here. I want to thank the work that you do on behalf of our community and on behalf of our kids. Delia, thanks again to creating this synergy. And my expectation from RISLA and Delia and the organization is not only that we have this wonderful organization at statewide, whether we have an office in Warwick and Bristol and Middletown, we need an office here. Here in a community that Superintendent can speak about has over 30% of the students that go to the schools, public schools in the city of Providence are from this community. Where the high schools, there's actually, in South Side and the West End, there's about 4 or 5 high schools. Central and Hope High School, Classical is right around the corner. We should have an office there. And I would like to work with Delia and with RISLA and my colleagues to make sure that we have a satellite office here in our district. So thank you very much for being here and your leadership. Thank you.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Most importantly, the children and students in the front rows. I'm honored to be here and part of a great celebration for the community. 30% of the Providence Public Schools students are from this area, but 60% of the Providence Public School students are Latinos. And how are we going to improve their lot in life, and how do we ensure that everyone gets an equal opportunity? There's a couple of things. We're doing it. We're trying to do it on the school system side. We've just invested $25 million federal dollars in the development of core curriculum and professional development for our teachers to make sure that we have the standards and they align with Rhode Island, and we're doing all the educational things. That's important. But to get to the next level, it's so much more important that the community works together. And if you look around, you have all the elected officials here, you have so many community groups, you have the Rhode Island Foundation making an investment in the next step, which is college education and college readiness. And so you have a pledge from the school department to do our best to continue to prepare students. And if the community continues to work together, there will be success story after success story after success story. And what the senator talked about in terms of a funding formula is absolutely critical. And if the senator, who is, I think, in North Kingston today, I mean, the Secretary of Education is in North Kingston today, and I'm sure someone will mention to him casually that we're the only state that doesn't have that a funding formula. But nevertheless, I know it's a difficult subject to deal with, but that's just one more positive step forward, and today is an excellent step. And I'll join the distinguished guests in saying that in my generation, I was the first to go to college of my family of Irish immigrants, and my children continue that trend, and we need to short-stop that. We need to accelerate that cycle and stop going from a 30-year cycle to immediately. This is a great step. Again, you have the school system's pledge that we will continue to have children college ready, and now the rest is the great success stories that will follow. And I certainly appreciate the community's focus on the right things in terms of education, and that's the children. Thank you.